Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. WWE Backlash 2025 certainly had its ups and downs. The mid-card title matches carried the premium live event, with Jacob Fatu and Lyra Valkyria's retention standing out among the 5-match card. The anticipated fight between Gunther and Pat McAfee did nothing to help the ring general, as McAfee no-sold the choke after the finish. The ring general is already coming off a poorly booked quick tap-out loss to Jey Uso at WrestleMania. As the PLT immediately following the showcase of the Immortals, Backlash needed to accomplish some things. It did to a degree, but Triple H should avoid making the next 6 mistakes following the event. Karrion Kross has organically risen in popularity over the last year. His promo style and attempt to corrupt the supposed heroes of WWE have finally caught on with casual fans. Even ahead of Backlash, he was relegated to a short segment during the commercial break. Those who know of his work from TNA Impact and NXT know what he is capable of if booked properly. Kross's merchandise is rising up the ranks on WWEshop.com, which is an indication that bookers sometimes look to before pushing certain stars. It worked with Jey Uso and LA Knight. Triple H cannot ignore the grassroots popularity of the cryptic star, especially since the company just released a handful of performers a week before Backlash. Finn Balor and the Judgment Day turned on Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest at SummerSlam 2024. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez then joined the group. In that time, however, Balor hasn't had as much success as his allies. Dominic Mysterio pinned him to win the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania 41, and that was after several months of tension between the two. The faction experienced even more miscommunication at Backlash. Another fracture is clearly on the horizon for the group, but the game must not delay it for too long. If he's waiting to replicate what happened at last year's SummerSlam, it may be too late. Having the split take place toward the end of June would set things up for a summer clash. Their time atop Raw is over, with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman's alliance taking shape on the red brand. This mistake must not be made if the divisions of Raw and SmackDown are to move into the future. Roman Reigns and Charlotte Flair represent the over-pushed stars of the past. Neither appeared at Backlash. They are still among the top stars in WWE, but shouldn't be winning titles over other performers. Braun Breaker, Gunther, Knight, Drew McIntyre, Naomi, and Sami Zayn deserve to carry a major title. The Scottish Warrior has been among the most consistently entertaining stars in promos for the last couple of years. Zayn eventually deserves his big title run. Naomi's heel turn has been a refreshing change. If Flair or Reigns win Money in the Bank or a world title, things will go back to how they were 5 years ago. WWE is supposed to be in the new era. Relying on 2 stars who are always in the championship picture will hinder forward movement. One of the most disappointing things under Triple H in 2025 has been the handling of the Wyatt Six. An injury can sideline a star, but the group consists of 4 other performers. Writers and producers could have come up with vignettes and pre-tape segments to air on SmackDown. Instead, they were moved to the blue brand and remain unused thus far in 2025. That mishandling also pulled Alexa Bliss, one of the company's best characters, off of programming due to a planned feud with the faction. She reappeared ahead of Backlash. Uncle Howdy's group may not reach the level of the NWO or Evolution. What they do represent is a unique faction unlike anything else in WWE. Having a variety of characters is necessary to tell different stories. If not, booking becomes boring, predictable, and repetitive. Even though he has been booked as a near unstoppable force in the ring, Gunther has lost a lot of mystique of late due to recent booking decisions. He lost to Jey Uso with a quick tap-out at WrestleMania 41. That hurt his credibility. He pivoted to a feud with a non-full-time personality like Pat McAfee and should have utterly destroyed the brash commentator in about 5 minutes at Backlash. McAfee held on for over 10 minutes, but Gunther could have ended the match at any time. If that wasn't enough, the former NFL punter stood up rather quickly after getting choked out. The lack of selling helps McAfee, but hurts the full-time wrestler even more. The Raw announcer should have been out until the ring general left the ring area. They could have had a brief moment of respect on Raw. If the former World Heavyweight Champion faces Goldberg and loses, it will destroy any credibility he has left. It started at WrestleMania 40 and has marred most of the ensuing undisputed WWE Championship matches. Nearly 10 people interfered when Cody Rhodes beat Reigns for the title. If officials don't believe Rhodes can carry the title after beating the Tribal Chief, they should have done things differently. That convoluted booking has continued with John Cena's 2 matches. Not only did Travis Scott interfere in Las Vegas, but Cena used a low blow and the title belt to win his 17th title. At Backlash, 2 referees were knocked down, and Cena hit Orton with the belt. Officials need to book some clean finishes. The Viper, Cena, Reigns, and stars of their caliber are bulletproof. They can afford to lose cleanly via pin. It feels like officials are overthinking things. While a lot happened between Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins, it worked because it was a triple threat match. WWE Backlash 2025 is officially in the books, and with it came a night of stunning victories, unexpected turns, and a clear message from the WWE Universe. Momentum is everything, but direction is critical. As the dust settles, all eyes now turn to WWE's Chief Content Officer Triple H, who continues to steer the creative ship of the company through one of its most transformative eras. The game's influence has reshaped WWE's identity over the last few years, injecting new energy and raising the bar for storytelling, athleticism, and global engagement. But with the momentum of Backlash now behind him, the decisions he makes over the coming weeks will be pivotal in ensuring WWE's trajectory remains on track. Backlash 2025, held in front of a fiery Lyon, France crowd, was a reminder that the global expansion of WWE is not just alive, it's thriving. Stars like Cody Rhodes, Jade Cargill, Gunther, and LaKnight all delivered memorable performances, while the shocking developments involving the Bloodline and the newly reformed Hurt Business added a layer of intrigue heading into the summer. Still, it falls a weight, and as history has proven time and time again, momentum can be squandered in an instant if key mistakes are made. Triple H, who has largely garnered praise for his leadership since taking over creative, must now navigate these waters carefully. The first concern is reactionary booking based solely on crowd pops or social media chatter. While listening to the fans has been a strength of the current regime, it becomes a problem when long-term plans are thrown out in favor of short-term satisfaction. Backlash had its share of viral moments, from Montez Ford's apparent heel turn to CM Punk's cryptic appearance in the crowd. But Triple H must be cautious not to let those moments override well-developed narratives that were already months in the making. WrestleMania 41's long-term fallout is still playing out, and any swerve for the sake of buzz could destabilize key arcs. Another pressing matter is how WWE handles the ongoing evolution of the women's division. While Jade Cargill's dominant performance continues to elevate her status, the absence of Rhea Ripley due to injury and the lukewarm reaction to several mid-card storylines suggests that more depth and consistency are needed. Triple H must avoid over-reliance on just a few marquee stars. There's an opportunity here to build up talents like Lyra Valkyria, Blair Davenport, and even bring back Sasha Banks or elevate a returning Cora Jade, who has teased her comeback. Diversifying the spotlight across more women is vital to avoiding burnout and audience fatigue. Additionally, the recent return of the Hurt Business presents both a massive opportunity and a potential headache. Bobby Lashley's reunion with MVP and the addition of newer names from NXT has set the internet ablaze, but it must not become another case of style over substance. The group's earlier run suffered from rushed storytelling and internal inconsistency. Triple H has the chance to correct that history and establish the Hurt Business as a true cornerstone faction across both brands. But if creative doesn't give them meaningful feuds and logical character development, the momentum will fizzle out before SummerSlam even arrives. In the case of the Bloodline, caution is once again advised. The stable may no longer be as dominant as it once was, but that doesn't mean its story is over. Solo Sikoa's increasingly aggressive leadership, Jacob Fatu's looming presence, and the tension with Tama Tonga need to be carefully escalated, not rushed. There is a danger of overexposure, especially if the group appears on both Raw and SmackDown without direction. Triple H must keep the story compelling by focusing on character motivations, planting seeds for the next big family implosion, rather than delivering all the drama at once. And then there's the Intercontinental Championship situation. Braun Breaker's recent loss has opened the door for several contenders to rise, but it's important not to hot potato the title or reduce it to a mid-card afterthought. Under Gunther's reign, the title was re-established as a workhorse championship. Breaker's tenure, while shorter, still brought prestige. Whoever holds the gold next must be someone with credibility, and the path to that victory must feel earned. Triple H can't afford to make the title feel like a consolation prize again. It's one of the few belts that consistently tells wrestling-first stories, and that tradition should be upheld. Lastly, complacency in tag team booking could spell trouble. While Backlash gave fans an electrifying tag match featuring DIY and the Judgment Day, the tag division still lacks week-to-week consistency. There are exciting pairings on both brands, from Pretty Deadly to the Creed brothers, but without long-term rivalries or proper character development, the division risks becoming filler. Triple H has an opportunity to reinvest in tag team wrestling by giving these teams storylines that matter, not just one-off matches for the sake of crowd pops. The recent success of FTR and the Young Bucks in AEW should serve as inspiration. Tag team wrestling can headline if it's given the time and stakes. As WWE transitions from Backlash into its next major cycle leading to Money in the Bank and ultimately SummerSlam, Triple H is once again in a position of both power and pressure. The landscape is hotter than ever, with returns, injuries, debuts, and fan expectations all colliding at once. Every decision from here will ripple through the summer and potentially alter the complexion of WrestleMania 42 itself. Triple H has earned goodwill, but WWE's ever-changing landscape doesn't allow for resting on laurels. Whether it's ensuring storylines stay coherent, divisions stay healthy, or factions stay meaningful, the game continues, and the stakes are only getting higher. If Triple H can avoid these pitfalls and instead double down on what's been working, long-term storytelling, character-driven arcs, and rewarding fan investment, then WWE's creative future remains bright. But if he stumbles on any of these fronts, Backlash 2025 may be remembered not as a new beginning, but as the moment the road got rocky again. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.